In this episode of Detroit Performs, a skate shop dreams up, designs, and produces unique skateboards. A group of women perform daring antics on silks, trapeze, and more. And we see how dance pushes boundaries. It's all ahead on this edition of Detroit Performs.
Funding for Detroit Performs is provided by the Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs, MGM Grand Detroit, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Hello, I'm DJ Oliver and welcome to Detroit Performs. I'm at the Nnamdi Center for Contemporary Art, whose founder, George Nnamdi, is one of the nation's leading art dealers with over 30 years of experience. I'm going to show you around the center's art spaces throughout the show, but let's talk about today's artists. We're featuring Art in Motion, and our first segment highlights a duo dreaming of creating and designing very unique skateboards in their Ann Arbor skateboard shop.
I think skateboarding has as much self-expression to it as drawing does. I think it's very creative because you can get out there and just, be without limits, do whatever you want, express yourself however you want, which is what I do when I draw. And a skateboard is a blank canvas. There's absolutely no limit to what I can put on there. For me, it's just a perfect outlet because I can be 100% creative. A lot of it is just carryover of my own personal style I developed when I was in school. And I'm really influenced by surrealism. I really like any kind of classic art. I like things that are representational. I've spent a lot of time in tattoo parlors, so I guess I get influenced by traditional Japanese imagery and even American traditional stuff.
It's a beautiful thing. I love it. It's incredible. I get to see like the whole process of it. We have these small little, almost skateboard shaped pieces of paper that they'll start drawing, and it'll just be a few lines here and there. At first you kind of don't know what they're gonna do with it, and then you like go home for the day and come back and there's a little bit of a masterpiece on this piece of paper. So it's incredible to just see like it slowly come together as a graphic, and then to see that graphic that's probably drawn up on a piece of paper that's like 4 inches by 8 inches turn into a 30-inch by 8-inch board coming to us in like a real professional condition. It's really incredible to just look and be like, my homie drew that up, and then I'll apply it and take it down to the park, and just to see the community of Ann Arbor just love it so much. It's really an incredible feeling. Here in Ann Arbor, there's a strong sense of community. You can get that feel walking around downtown. A lot of people are big on like what's happening here, like let's keep it here, let's help each other out. So it's cool to see like that our skateboard shop has an organically grown Ann Arborite, and to see the kid who grew up down the street come up with professional style boards is really something to be proud of.
When I go down to the skate park, which I do pretty much every day after work, I see kids riding my boards. I mean, that's a great feeling, because then I know, it's not only something that I enjoy doing, but the community has had a pretty positive response to it as well. The Flophouse is just a way for me to stay connected. We did the total ended up being 160 decks for them for the grand opening.
I never really knew anything about how the graphics were designed growing up, buying skateboards and being in the skateboard culture. So I never got to see it put together. I just always figured that there was some behind the scenes computer guy who just like came up with these things. Like it was easy to do. And then to firsthand watch these things be drawn out by hand, not just like computer animated. I really get to see the time and the effort that's logged into coming out with a finished piece. And something that's been really cool around here is we do like custom style skateboards. So people can come to us with their own ideas, and we'll take their idea, use our artists' really incredible ability to put their idea on a canvas, and we'll see the community's ideas on the bottom of a skateboard. So that's really cool. I mean, we've had all sorts of different people who want these different style boards. We've had like rap groups who want their kind of logos and stuff on there, which has turned out really incredible. We have people from like Southern Pacific Islands that have their own style to it. So just in the small time that we've been open, we've been able to see all sorts of different cultures' tastes on artwork and what they would want on the bottom of a skateboard.
It's something I got to get out there. Like I've found, I guess it's just a source of personal fulfillment. The way I feel when I draw something that I'm proud of, or you know, I'd see Johnny on his skateboard throw a big trick and get that smile on his face. I mean, it's just fulfilling to me.
For me, drawing up graphics and stuff that's not my strong suit. I'm lucky if I like remember all the arms and legs on a stick figure, so for me, the skateboarding part is the creative aspect. When I get out there, my mind just frees up. I'm not worried about what's happening in my life, really. You know, the problems have gone away. I can do whatever I want virtually out there. You know, if I want to jump on this, I can do that. You know, I can really kind of test my own abilities and strengths on a board. And to stand on a board that's been fully put together by me and my friends, it's got a strong sense of pride. In a way, a lot of the younger kids will look up to us older riders, and when I go out to the skate park and pop some tricks that some kids like, and I'm doing it on the boards that I've created, in a way, it seems like I can show these kids that if you dream big and work hard at something, you can get there and do it too.
You can find out more about Flophouse Skateboards and the rest of the Detroit Perform artists on DetroitPerforms.org. Next up, a group of women come together to form the aerial performance troupe Weird Sisters Circus. Let's take a look at how they showcase their choreography involving daring maneuvers in the air with no safety harness.
I never really had the intention of becoming an aerial performer. It was something that found me, quite frankly.
I was very interested in some sort of moving art form. So a friend of mine invited me to come take a class at a local school in Detroit where they taught circus arts. And I was very excited to do so. So I put my leotard on and got down there as quick as I could. And I just had a blast.
I met Cheryl through an ex-boyfriend, and then I heard that she had started training at a circus school that I'd heard about, and so I started going, and later on I met Sarah at this same school, and so we kind of all were training together, and we all knew each other from that time.
Irina and I did a showcase for the circus school, and the video of that got sent to a promoter for the Dirty Show. And he ended up booking us for 5 nights, and we had never performed before, and yeah, we just showed up and did it.
We came together as a troupe in 2011. Sarah and I were performing at the Dirty Show that spring, and then later this summer, June of 2011, we formed the Weird Sisters officially, and that was the start.
Weird Sisters came about at a time when there wasn't quite as much going on as far as circus arts goes. It's actually grown a lot since we've started. But at the time, there was only a couple other companies that were really performing aerial arts in the area. And so we came about as the newest, group to kind of be formed and put together an act that was just so thrilling for us to build and create together, and really enjoyed spending time together. So we decided that we wanted to do this more than just once, and after we came up with the name, I mean, why give it up at that point? You've got a name, people know it, and people like it. So we just started, doing photo shoots and building our website and booking other gigs beyond that.
We've done a lot of different festivals and art shows. Some of the bigger shows include the Pistons halftime at the Palace and the North American International Auto Show for the past 3 years in a row.
I love performing because you get kind of like a high off of it. It's just, all these people are watching you and they're reacting to the things that you're doing, and you know, you can like set up a drop and hold it for a minute and then get into it really fast and shock everybody, and they're like cheering. I mean, who doesn't love that?
Generally, we are given a sort of theme. So there's a party or an event where there's a theme, and then the client may have a very specific request in terms of costuming and music and character, but oftentimes we're just sort of fitting ourselves with the theme and creating a character that we've decided. So sometimes it can be like real strict boundaries, other times we have a lot of room to be creative.
My favorite part is building an act, putting together choreography, working off of each other, even working through transitions that you've never done before, and then getting them down to the point where you feel really comfortable performing it in front of people.
I'm actually inspired by Irina and Cheryl, because everybody has different strengths, so they go up and do things that I totally can't do, and then we get to work together and they teach me how to do things and I teach them things, and yeah, it's inspiring just being in rehearsals. Irina has a lot of upper body strength, Cheryl's extremely flexible, I have a lot of back flexibility, so we kind of like work with what everybody's really good at.
There's a good balance of silliness and sort of experimenting and laughter, but there's also quite a bit of seriousness and listening for cues, agreeing and discovering cues together, and sort of figuring out what works for one person may not work for another person, so we have to find those movements that we all like feel comfortable with and proficient with, which is actually a lot harder than you would imagine. But it's always a challenge, but it's always really rewarding.
We're trying to make sure that all of the movements are precise. So if somebody puts their arm here, the other person's arm can't be up here. You have to have everybody moving in the exact same way so that it looks like symmetrical.
It can be a very dangerous art form, hence why when people see us perform, they sometimes scream when we do drops and stuff. I mean, it's dangerous looking, and that's probably part of the excitement for a lot of people.
I was at like a convention center, and we were set up sort of in the middle of everything, and I did like a big drop, and a grown man yelled. I totally shocked him because he wasn't expecting it.
There's always something to work on in aerial, which is why for me it's so exciting, because it's like I'm continuously breaking down these boundaries of what my body can and can't do. I'm continuously finding limitations and then pushing through them. And so it's like, I feel like this infinite capacity for personal growth.
So it's almost like you're waiting for your reward. You know, you're working up to getting strong enough to earn that reward of the adrenaline rush. It's a total body workout, so it definitely is going to affect all aspects of your physical strength, but it also helps you build confidence at the same time. Confidence that you know your reps, and confidence that you yourself can do these things that you've seen maybe circus performers do.
I think it's fairly like newly popular, so people see us perform or they see Cirque du Soleil or something like that, and they're like, I want to try that, and then they realize that they can. We teach classes.
Generally speaking, most of the people that take the class just happen to be women, and it's exciting for me to be the teacher, because I'm sharing this art that's also incredibly empowering, because part of training is, well, you have to transform your body, literally. You literally have to change your body to be able to do what I can do. So it's exciting for me to watch women get stronger. It's empowering for women, and I'm glad to be able to share that with my students.
My goal is just that we continue to build new acts and continue to create something that's unique and original for the audience.
Bigger and better. We want to continue performing. We want to continue booking shows at large venues and sharing what we've been working on, and continue challenging ourselves as a troupe and creating new acts. Yeah, the sky's the limit.
The Nnamdi Center is located in Detroit's Sugar Hill Art District and has 4 exhibition spaces, indoor and outdoor performance areas, and a movement center, which goes along with our motion theme today. Now, let's check out some upcoming events happening in and around this community. To discover more events in Greater Detroit, visit ixity.com. Motion House is an international dance troupe known for its innovative take on contemporary dance. Artistic director Kevin Finan shed some light on their unorthodox style.
The company was formed in the 1980s and the house scene was happening. There was house dances and there was a lot of underground art really resurfacing again. It was a fun time. And we wanted a name that would capture our spirit of bringing everything together under one roof and trying to make something new. Motion House. I suppose one of the key ways that we differ from a lot of dance artists is we always start from a theatrical image. We have imagery that we want to communicate and content and theme. And so we start from our visual world and then we evolve our movement language to go with that for each show. We're a spectacular art. We're about making things for the eyes and the senses and communicating through them. And then it's about welding this visual world that we're drawing on from European theatre and all of the great work that's out there, and then putting that into a very visceral, physical context so that we really push the physicality in our works. Scattered is a show whereby I wanted to make a show about water. And what fascinates me is that in our Western environment, it's on tap, literally. I showed to my kids, I was in the bathroom one day, I turned the tap off, I said, look at this, fantastic. And my kids' eyes rolled up in their heads, and I'm like, yeah, it's a tap, Dad. And of course, they don't see the magic of just having water on tap. So therefore, it comes down to that key moment of realizing I am distanced from the reality of what it takes to get fresh water to my house whenever I want it. So I want to make a show where I go, look, I'm going to stop for a minute and go, this is bloody marvellous. This is fantastic. So I make a show about my experience of trying to look at water again. Sometimes some of the imagery is about the beauty of water, it's its sensuousness. There's bits about the show that's about the chemical bonding process of H2O and all the rest of it. But it really doesn't matter if you get those things. It's about how you engage with the theme. Because at the end of the show, if you're thinking about water, then the show has served its purpose. We tread a line where we go, and it has its pitfalls and its dangers, where we consider the engagement with the audience, and we consider the type of imagery we use and the duration and the editing and the speed, and all of that has really been informed from working outdoors. We consider, and sometimes we go, you know what, we're going to help them out here, we're going to do this for the audience. And then in other parts we're going to go, I really want to challenge them here, so I'm going to give them something to give them a bit of confidence in us. We're going to challenge them, and then I'm going to bring them back somewhere so they feel that they know where they are. There's lots of art now about, you know, altering ourselves surgically, or we all think of robots or that sort of thing. Nobody thinks about the person working on the construction site with a machine, digging a trench to within an inch of specification, being able to manipulate over different grounds and move. And the way that that person moves that machine is a thing when you have a skilled operator of intense beauty. So we started making these machine dances with machines that I think that in the US are referred to as backhoes, where we would dance with them and on them. We would create movement language for them. The machines would pick us up and pass us between machines. We engaged with it. And the machine dance was really a whole exploration of going, look, what is dancing and what is a body? So it had a serious intellectual underpinning to it. But actually, when we made the show, you get huge audiences and you get loads of kids come along. They don't care about what a body is or whatever, they're just having a great time looking at the spectacle of these machines dancing and moving. But for other people, there is the potential for them to read further into it. And I always really liked the two sites. We got one of the largest commissions of the Cultural Olympiad was to create a show for the Voyage. So in the middle of Birmingham, we created a full-sized ship. We built a passenger liner, 4 stories high, in between the big colonial buildings and the city hall, right in the middle of the city. It was an enormous spectacle on its own. And then we projected onto the ship and onto the buildings around a whole fundamental story of why do people journey. The voyage was very interesting because again, it was like, okay, we're going to create spectacle, but it's got to be engaging. Because spectacle has become a dirty word in theatre because it's the empty spectacle. It's nothing but its appearance. I think today is the era of spectacle again, the way it speaks to us on a direct level. To make something on that scale, which is emotionally engaging, was one of the great moments in my career. It's kind of interesting because you know that you can't top it, and then you go, well, maybe I should stop. But actually, last year taught me a lot of new things, and I want to bring those into the work. And touring here and getting the reaction of audiences here to the show that we are touring, you go, oh, that's so interesting, that works, that was. I want to put that in the next show.
To find out more about Motion House and all of the rest of the artists found here today, visit the Detroit Performs website. And that wraps it up for this edition of Detroit Performs. As always, for more arts and culture, head to DetroitPerforms.org, where you'll find featured videos, blogs, and information on upcoming arts events. Also, like us on Facebook and Twitter. I'd like to thank the Nnamdi Center for letting us hang out here today. Make sure you guys come by and check it out for yourself. Until next Tuesday, get out there and show the world how Detroit performs, y'all. I am DJ Oliver. Thanks for watching, guys.
Funding for Detroit Performs is provided by the Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs, MGM Grand Detroit, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.